During your time at HGSC, you may feel inspired to create a student organization or develop student programming. The Office of Student Affairs is here to support you from start to finish. Watching this video is your first step in launching a new officially recognized student organization or reactivating a previously existing one. Before we dive in, let's make sure that a student organization is the right choice for what you're setting out to accomplish. The aim of a student organization is to connect HGSE students in a common purpose or interest with the opportunity to build community, encourage dialogue, and enhance the academic experience at HGSE. Student organizations should be comprised primarily of HGSE students and led by currently enrolled HGSE students. Student organizations may not be used as a means to launch a business or a multi-year program. Once a student graduates and becomes an alum, they are no longer eligible to lead the student organization. It is also important to remember that student organizations are active from the start of the academic year until May. There are several benefits to becoming an officially recognized HGSE student organization. These benefits include eligibility to apply for funding from the Student Organization Fund, permission to publicize, promote, and announce events at HGSE, event support from the HGSE Office of Student Affairs, and group space within the HGSE Hub Student Engagement Platform. As an example, let's say you're planning an event with panelists. As a recognized student organization, you can apply for SOF funding to purchase small tokens of appreciation for the panelists and perhaps light snacks for guests who attend the event. In the weeks leading up to the event, you may want to publicize it to the HGSE community. Because you're a part of a recognized organization with a registered event, the OSA will help you promote your panel by printing out flyers and including the event announcement on the HGSE weekly newsletter. It's important that an HGSE student organization be an organization that is run by HGSE students. HGSE students may partner up with other student groups at Harvard, but each organization must maintain local autonomy. Non-Harvard groups may not sponsor events by using a student organization as a way to access the HGSE community. Violations of policy, practice, or good behavior may affect the standing of the student organization. Now let's move on to something more exciting. Deciding on a name for your student organization. We invite you to be as creative or as straightforward as you'd like with your name. However, officially recognized student organizations must satisfy the following criteria. When deciding on a name, keep in mind that the name must communicate the general purpose of the organization. The use of Harvard alone in the name is not permitted. And lastly, the name cannot include fund, institute, academy, center, or other such words, as these imply that the organization is an official activity of the school or university and not a student-run organization. Harvard is comprised of 12 schools, hundreds of departments, offices and centers, and thousands of students, faculty, and staff. Therefore, a student organization's name must accurately and clearly represent its relationship with the university. This helps avoid confusion and misinterpretation regarding an organization's university affiliation. Let's look at a couple of examples of potential student organization names. The first one, Harvard Synchronized Swimmers, is confusing. It sounds like it could be the university's synchronized swim team. The second one, HGSE Synchronized Swimmers Who Teach, has HGSE in the name and offers some general information about the organization. Between the two, the second one fits the naming criteria. During the student organization training, we will go in depth into the Harvard trademark policy and the use of student organization names and logos when promoting events. When considering potential organization names, you may also want to think about the abbreviated name and the official acronym if you plan on using one. This table covers information on when to use the full official name of your organization, when to use an abbreviation, and when to use an official acronym. The official organization name should always be used when representing the organization to the broader Harvard community and the general public. In the examples here, we have Harvard Graduate School of Education, Journalism Club, and the Association of HGSE Baking Students. The abbreviated organization name is only appropriate for use within the context of the school, where there is some familiarity with the group. It may also be used as a subsequent reference after the use of the official organization name. Continuing with the examples here, the Harvard Graduate School of Education Journalism Club becomes the Student Journalism Club. The Association of HGSE Baking Students can be called the Baking Association. Similar to the abbreviated name, the official acronym is only appropriate when used within HGSE, and it may be used as a subsequent reference after the use of the official organization name. The Journalism Club may be the HGSE SJC, SJC, or JC. The Baking Association can be AHGSC BS, ABS, or BA. It's important to remember that Harvard may not be used with the acronym. We are now ready to look at the student organization recognition process. There are two parts to receiving official recognition for your student organization. The first is the completion of the recognition form. As part of this form, you will need to submit your mission statement or statement of purpose for the organization. Membership of student organizations shall not discriminate on the basis of race, creed, religion, color, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, disability, or any other identity characteristic. You will also need to acknowledge the Massachusetts anti-hazing statutes. Organizations will be responsible for disseminating this information to members. The second part is the online training. Student organization leaders will need to complete a required online training. In the next section, you'll have the opportunity to submit your student organization recognition form. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the Office of Student Affairs.